For me, academics was always the first thing. When I got to Madison, I was playing basketball. People were just like, yo, you wanna go to school for free, play football? I was like, man, I'm too small to play football. They started showing me guys my height and size that could play football. I said, fine, if it's gonna get me a scholarship. Coach Ishmael, Coach Wayne Yearwood, who was a Madison grad, All-American at Hofstra, he took me under his wing. Before I knew it, I was in college playing college football. I broke the PSAL record for receiving yardage. I averaged 30 yards a catch in high school. 26 catches, 831 yards, 15 touchdowns. Maryland came down, looked me in the eye and said, you're too small. Coach Ty Willingham saw my film, came down and said, you're too small. Stony Brook offered me a partial scholarship to play slot, and I was left with a partial from Stony Brook and a partial from Hofstra. Although I had an 86 average, 12-10 on the SAT math verbal, I was extremely fast. I was an all-city player, all-state, didn't matter. I was from Brooklyn, I was too small, they didn't give a damn. First year at Hofstra, I hated it. I went from being the man in the PSAL, I was a walk-on. So since I was a walk-on, everybody was giving me the business. Like, you're not a scholarship kid. So they're looking at all the kids they give money to. So it don't matter how many touchdowns you score in practice. It don't matter how many one-hand grabs you have. They're gonna get the Joe Schmo from Jersey who's 6'2", 215 pounds. He can drop 1,000 balls. They're gonna keep giving him opportunities. With that being said, I hated it. All I did was bust my butt. I worked hard. They ended up offering me a scholarship before the beginning of my freshman year because I worked my tail off. I went to Hofstra in the spring. I was there every day going into the summer. I worked my tail off. They offered me a scholarship, but I'm gonna be perfectly honest, man. I didn't think I was gonna play in the NFL, and I didn't even want to try. I watched the NFL draft, and I watched how many small, undersized guys got looked over, and I said, you know what? Why would I do that to myself? Let me focus my energy on something that I really want to do. My receiver coach, Jamie Elizondo, I'll never forget, he's on the phone with me, he said, Devale, if you quit football and don't give the NFL a shot, you're gonna regret it for the rest of your life. And I was like, you know what? He may be right. He may be right. I sat there on draft day watching everybody else's name get called except mine. That Tuesday, the Lions called and said, we want to bring you in for a free agent tryout. My agent said, you can go in as a free agent tryout. There's no contract, there's no guarantee. You got to sign a waiver that if you get hurt, that you won't sue, and that'll be it. He said, that's all I got for you. You want to take it, you can take it. I said, that's all I got, that's all I need. I went to rookie minicamp and I freaking balled out. I came back with a 3-year contract. And that's how I got my shot in the NFL. First year in the NFL, you want to talk about politics. I hated it. I went out there and bust my ass, man, every day. I didn't drop any passes, returned 2 punts in the preseason. I did everything I was supposed to do and I got cut. I got put on the practice squad. They ended up activating me. I actually played so well that I got activated in the 6th game of the season. I returned punts and kicks. I led them in punt return yardage and kick return yardage the last game of the season. And the sad thing is that your job is not guaranteed. So you wake up every day feeling like this could be my last day at work. I'm talking about you go out on Sunday and you catch 3 passes and you like, I made 2 tackles. You walk in on Monday, they're working out 10 more receivers that got released from other teams. That was every day for me in the NFL. I played 3.5 years in the NFL. 3.5 years in the NFL. I love everything the NFL offered me. You know, I have a nest egg, a foundation to start my business. I was able to buy some property. The business acumen I was able to develop, dealing with contracts, dealing with people.
There you go, step up.
You know, starting companies. I learned a lot while playing in the NFL.
There we go.
I met a lot of great people.
Come on, fight
it
through
just
it.
inspired me that when I was ready to start my life in towards television, it gave me that ammunition I needed to move forth and be successful. I like having a platform to discuss what I've been through in my life. I feel like you may not have a bunch of LeBron James walking around Brooklyn, but you can have a Devale Ellis. You can have a hard-working guy who's average height, who dedicates himself to the books, who can be successful playing athletics, maybe just college, maybe a little beyond college, but develop his own program, develop his business. I feel like there's tons of kids around Brooklyn who are doing that, and I feel like media is my way of delivering that message. One word, Devale Ellis. Unfinished. Unfinished.